The punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout.
Hey, check that.
They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Get up! Go!
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Back!
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
18, Pioneer!
They'll try to throw it here. Vick buying time to his left. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Vick on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Michael Vick scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua rolling to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They faked the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
21G, 21G.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Forced out to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mostert is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Solo left Zion.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
70 Ranger, 70
And the ball
Ranger.
backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
To throw, Vick. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go.
Here's Vick. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Corner, long. Hey, turbo two.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2 and now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out to his left. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A gain of 37.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa going right back to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got. to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Second down, Vic. They set up the screen for Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Let's go. Drop 60, drop 60. Cup 19, cup 19. Ready?
Vic to throw it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. And now they're in the hurry-up.
60 Bobcat, 19 Lion. Check go.
Vic now. He dumps it off for Henry. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Ready up. '70 Timberwolf. Ready.
Here's Michael Vick. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Vick going to run the sneak, and he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Viking 18. Ready.
Again to Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing, Vic. Throw left side to Kincaid. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Vic readies to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ready.
Vic goes play action. Flush to his right. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Here we go.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
21G.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away. The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down. On second down, it's Taylor. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This is Eric Dickerson, four-time rushing champ. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Report!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Henry again on second down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Now here's Vick. Being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Here we go, Scott. 70 Lions. Smash, smash.
Henry out of the pistol. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. They'll try to throw it here. Vick dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Unlock line. Unlock line.
First down carry for Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Derrick Henry. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Inside give to Dickerson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Now it's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, Sadat!
Jackson now. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Let go.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Tag. Ready.
Here's Vic. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. Travis Kelce, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
18 Rattler, tracking 60. Ready.
To throw, Vic. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. Here we
An
go.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go.
Looking to throw. Vic. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On the set.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. This will be the final play of the half. Vic. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion, Gronkowski.
Ready.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They run wide side with Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside.
Here we go.
And finished off the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Ready.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a solid run down inside the 30. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 3rd down, Henry. Unable to corral him. He fights through. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Cougar 19. Ready.
From the gun, Vic. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Alert! Alert! Go!
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Come on, come on.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Get up.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Okay,
Ball
ready?
on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Rig it. Check smash. Check smash. Hut, hut.
On the counter, it's Henry. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Get up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Ready, ready.
Again, it's Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
On the ready.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Here's Pat McAfee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
DC, ready? DC. Oh, we got a scramble.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run and then executed.
2nd and 9. Now a give left side. It's Dickerson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Dickerson trying the right side. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Middle.
Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Dickerson on the handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here comes 2nd down at 5. A carry for Dickerson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Second down, goal to go. Jackson's going to keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to almost certainly win the football game. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here's first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Mustang 19. Panther 60.
Now Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
'70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check out.
One last shot for Michael Vick. He's going to let it fly. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Cardinals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll do it from here for Charles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready, ready! Ready!
Vic operating on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Let's go now.
This 2nd and 4.
Bronco 80.
They'll run it again with Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Draw play. This is Henry. A solid stiff arm. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Michael Vick. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Ready, break.
Let's go. Party in the game.
Ready.
He'll start out on the ground with Emmett. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They work now on 2nd and 9. McNair. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. Here's second and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Maverick, 60 go.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Now.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Setting up the screen to Dickerson. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Let's go.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
They begin with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Let's
A
go.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Vic to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Big Lion. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on now is the punter, Pat McAfee, to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Intercept.
And nothing but daylight ahead. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Eric Dickerson, 84 yards. And the 49ers are on the board first here this afternoon. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
A first down throw coming for Vic. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw in that play with a loss. Sliding out of the pocket. He stiff arms him, and they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they'll wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3.
When you have a guy who has mobility, bootlegging him out of the pocket is often a big-time call, especially on a 4th down play. Gives him a run-pass option.
Yeah, but it's also gutsy, right, because you're exposing your quarterback quite a bit.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that one at all, because on the bootleg, you've got to hope that the defensive ends or outside linebackers take the fake. If they don't, they're often right in the face of the guy trying to exit out.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. did it to perfection.
And that's caught inside the 30.
On the double. Don't lose your bike now. Don't lose your bike. Pace, pace, pace.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the set.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Jackson here is going to look to throw, and this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes him out to a 15-0 lead.
Let's be smart. Let's play ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, shot.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, set. Let's go, let's go.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready?
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Come on, come on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 33. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the...
Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic.
On the ball now, on the ball.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt.
Let's go, defense. Lockdown, baby.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check that. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Do your thing, baby.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Here's Michael Vick. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80.
A first down carry for Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
60. Bronco 80. Ready.
Throwing, Vic. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 39 yards. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2. They'll try and throw for it. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Got it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go now.
A quick throw caught by Sharp. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
They'll run now with Dickerson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Oh, he fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up fourth down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Now Vic, he's going to change things up.
79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Check down here for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Second and 11 now.
Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Dragon 60.
To throw, Vic. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down
19,
and spill it for a
19,
loss.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, Vic. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Taken down at the 42.
Set,
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
On the ball, now. Ready.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This is 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
That's complete to Sharp.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Play the run.
Go.
Running it with Dickerson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Hurry,
Now
hurry.
1st and goal.
Hurry.
Here we go. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Ready up.
And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
Come on, set.
I'm ready to rock and roll, son.
Well, here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the